In this demonstration, I'll be showing you how you can create a pattern from Photoshop or from an image. So in this case here, I want to use the strawberry to create a pattern. And the first thing we need to note is that this image was taken from Unsplash and it's quite large in its size. So the first thing I want to do is decrease or downsample my file to just remove um, some file size from it, because if it's too big, it's going to be a little bit hard to work with as a pattern. So I'm going to go into my image size here and just downsample this a little bit, which increase my resolution. Sorry, don't want to have I don't want to have resample on while I'm increasing my resolution. So I'm just going to bring it up to, let's say 150. So not too much. And then I'm going to press OK. And let's go back to image size again. And now we're going to turn on resample. And we are going to make this image, let's say 4 by 5. Okay, so it's a little bit larger, but it's nowhere near the 206 megabytes that it was before. So there's my strawberry. And to create this pattern, I only want to use the strawberry for my pattern. So I need to remove the background here. So I'm just going to select here, remove background. So that will automatically mask out the background for me, which is pretty convenient. The next thing we're going to do is define a pattern. So once I have the strawberry, I can, create 2 strawberries on here, but I'm just going to use the one just to make my life a lot easier. And then we're going to define pattern. So once I define the pattern, I'm going to rename this to strawberry. And that's it. That's all, the only thing we have to do. The next thing is let's see how this pattern can be applied. So I'm going to create a new document. And let's use a pretty large size here. So 18 by 2700. So there is my document here. And I'll just show you how this works. So if I want to edit fill my background here, I can have an option to choose pattern. And if I go to custom pattern here, you can see there is my one lonely strawberry that I have. So I'm going to press or select that one, sorry. Select that strawberry that we just saved. Turn on my script so that I can choose how I want my pattern to work. So you can see there's some different options: brick fill, cross weave, put it along a path, random fill, spiral. I'm going to choose a random fill and press OK. So here it's going to give me kind of an idea of what this random fill is going to look like. So I can kind of play with my density a little bit, the scale. So I have some options here that I can play around with. Okay. And the beauty of this is if I was creating a packaging or a poster for, let's say, a drink, a strawberry drink or something like that, this could be something that's really interesting that I've applied to my file. What you'll note here is that what was showing in the preview doesn't exactly show up on my canvas. So I need to be aware of the size of my image from my pattern and the size of the file that I'm working on. That will be really important to consider. If the file of the size of the pattern is larger than my canvas size here, then the pattern will show up really big. So I need to kind of work with those two together and kind of just play around with it to get it to a place that you're happy with. So if I go and I try this again, let's do the brick fill. So if I make this a lot smaller and press OK, you can see that I've added the brick fill to my document. So just a simple way that you can kind of play around with a pattern in Photoshop.